Hello guys, welcome back to the crew Wild Run. The crew for newbies part number 6, sorta on request. Drifting. Someone in the comments asking me, well, can you show me how to get multiplier at times 99? Of course, that's easier said than done. So what we're first gonna do is you take the car that you're going to drive, because that's sort of rule number 1 is that don't let the car surprise you. Which basically means that you have to learn your car, which I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna teleport to a wide area, wide road in this time, 4 lanes wide. And basically you're gonna see how the car reacts. First of all, basically mostly manual gears works best for drifting though. So we're gonna see how the car reacts if we drive it in second gear and just flick it around, full throttle, and you see how it reacts. That's sort of what I'm doing here. At a certain point you will see me kinda line up a bit, and then I will try do the same thing in third gear and see what happens. Going to third gear here. You already see you get wider drifts because you're going a bit faster, which also makes that the car flicks more, so you see me hit the brakes here and there to correct the car. But that's also you have to learn that on roads like this, so that you know how the car reacts. If you hit the brakes, how does the car react? If you just go off throttle, does it help you to flick the car around more easily to the other angle, or is it actually giving you problems if you go off throttle or things like that? Rule number 2, don't let the track surprise you. That means that you have to do the track a few times so that you know anticipation, more or less, that you know what corner is coming up. Is it a sharp one? Is it an easy one? Is it a hairpin? Do I have to slow down? Do I maybe even have to go down a gear? So I'm just going over the track here, which is running in the current cement. So you already know that this is a sharp corner here to the left, so that might be a problem there if you go too fast. But it's only in the beginning, so the speed is not that high yet. This is a pretty easy corner, although it goes a bit down. Here, well, here this is gonna be an issue because you have a corner to the right, followed by one to the left, and then you sort of have a long triple S going right, left, right. But especially the first S corner might be a problem. This should not be a problem because you can drift here. Here you might have a problem. Definitely not hit the barriers or the rocks, and sort of keep it in the middle of the road because there are walls on the outside. This is also an awkward point there from one bridge to another. It's not really a corner, but it's, yeah, well, it's like some sort of bend. And you will see that most of the time the angle is wrong. Other than that, over this bridge, not really a problem. Here you have to make sure that you come into this corner with a good angle, so that you can, that's sort of what I'm doing now. I'm doing small steering movements, sort of try to figure out which will be the best angle if you come through here drifting. So basically I'm learning the track here. Now, how can you learn tracks? That's pretty easy. At this moment Independence Day is running the qualifier, but you will also see, if you go open the map and you look for the summit, tap on top of your map and you open that, you will see 3 drift icons throughout the map, and those are the icons for the upcoming qualifiers. So you can always go there to practice. There's one in the west coast somewhere where you can do drift practice. That's for the one that starts tomorrow, and then there's one in the East Coast, I think, and one in the South. That's for the qualifiers after that. So you can already in advance practice the track and stuff like that. So when the actual qualifier starts, that you know what you're doing. So I'm tapping the brake here in the beginning to get the car into a drift, and other than that I'm basically control the car with the throttle, which you can see on the RPM meter. I keep it in third gear so that the RPM meter is a good guidance at where I go off throttle and where not. Here I go down to second gear, which is not a good option, because then you don't have a good angle here for this corner. So, no good. Retry. The next turn I'm gonna try to keep it in third gear, also in that problem corner number 1 there. Tap the brakes to get it into a drift, and then you start steering from left to right. And other than that, you control the car with the throttle. That's sort of the idea. This is gonna be an awkward, you see it happening, so you have to correct the car by tapping the brakes, which makes it easier to flick it around to the other angle. Same here, flick it a few more times, keep it in third, and we're coming through this corner now. Other than that, just look at the RPM meter, where do I go off throttle, and where I'm just, if it hits the limiter then I'm full throttle. If not, like here, then I go off throttle to make the car slide through the corner. Second problem here, yep, hit the wall, so no good, retry. It's many retries, it doesn't always go right, also not with so-called good or even top players. They also have to retry and retry and retry. Once you are familiar with the procedure, you can get it high, times 70, times 80, times 90, but even then you might lose it. Can happen. So we go again. This is a better angle now for this corner than in the previous run. Now I have to figure it out. I have to do more flicks here because the angle is wrong for this corner, so I had to do one flick more, which makes it a bit awkward coming really sideways through this corner section. So it's full on the power to get away with it. And if you see that the car is going to go too straight, just do an extra flick. Flick it to the other side. That's always better than try to pull yourself out of that with some nitro or whatever, because that's not gonna work. Like here, it was pretty straight, so I have a problem here, yep. And we retry again. That's also something that I do. I never finish unless I have the multiplier times 99. So you sort of force yourself to set a score that way. If you finish, then you have a score of maybe 200,000 and then you think, oh yeah, I'm good with that. No, that's why I will never finish. So if you see me appear in the drift trial on the leaderboards, then I will have the multiplier at times 99, otherwise I will not finish the run. Sort of put some pressure on yourself that way. Yeah, so playing around with the throttle to keep it low speed as possible, but still keep it in third gear. The bigger slides you can make, the more easier that the multiplier will go up. See, 1, 2, 3, 4 times up. I'm going on the power here now to come through this corner, and somehow we got it. Over here, try to figure out a good angle to come through this corner. Stop steering there. Might be a problem here. Yeah, this is not a good one. Nope. We lose it at times 77. So, no good. Retry. Like I said, put some pressure on yourself. Do not finish until you have it at times 99. Off we go again. Third gear, tap the brakes, and we're off. Throttle control here, and again, click the car. It's just steering to the left and to the right. Other than that, I sort of steer the car with the throttle, which you can see on the RPM meter when I'm full throttle or when I'm off throttle, sort of. You can also hear it. I had to tap the brakes there because the car was slightly going a bit too straight, so there was a chance I was going to lose the multiplier there. I had to tap the brakes to flick it around again. Heavy braking here, otherwise I was going to hit the wall and lose the multiplier, so you sort of have to anticipate on what's going to happen. But if you already know the track and you know how your car reacts, the first two rules: don't let the car surprise you, don't let the track surprise you. Then you can concentrate on doing the flicks and correct the car if needed. You also have to learn the track and the car at the moment when you're drifting. Well, then you have to do 3-4 things at the same time, and meanwhile also trying to control the drift and so on. So practice the tracks, learn your car. Those are the most important things. And then eventually you will get it at times 99. Bit tricky here, but I still got it. I think I go down to second gear or something. At the end it's advisable to go down to second gear here to get more flicks. $293,000, multiplier was at times 99. So, question in one of the comments my previous videos was, how do you get it at 99? Well, practice, learn your car, learn the track, and pressure yourself by not finishing before you got it at times 99. Otherwise you're going to be happy with the score. If you get lucky, you can get it at times 70 or something. You have a score of 160,000 and you think, oh, that's my best ever, I'm good with that. Well, then you will never get it at 99. You sort of have to put some pressure on yourself to get it there before you finish. Anyway, part number 6 for newbies, drifting. I will see you guys in the next one, and bye for now.